Okay, let's hit the next one. But let me give you the little poem for Sun, which was the ninth edition of our Inktober. Sunny rays, so warm. Life and art, they light the way. Golden warm, so bright. I must admit that some of these sketches was done before the Singapore Sketches Play 2 event. I kind of left it half done, so you would see the footage with different lighting. But in any case, what I'm trying to do with this sketch today is trying to capture the light on the faces, but the shadows at the back, where it's away from the campfire. Two friends out in the wild, probably living a nomadic life. I'm not sure. It looks like as if they are. But the essence of the sketch will be light and the warm light and the glow. So you see that I'm trying to create a circle of, very from yellow, lemon yellow, to new gamboge to tinted with quin rose on the edges. That's the first layer. After that's dried, I will go in with a second layer. Well, you got to make sure it's completely dry, right? If it's not dry, your sketch will be messed up. So once it's dry, the second layer will then create the illusion of space, the distance, if you like. Using the same mixture, I'm using it for the shadow, the back of the body, the person in front. And I'm using, well, the mixture is very simple. It's basically my favorite French ultramarine with permanent alizarin crimson. To mute it a little bit, I throw in a bit of green and using a more greenish version but lighted down, I also use that as a second layer for one of the distant sand dune. You see that I'm using different proportion of pigment and also trying to make sure that I don't lose the light that's cast on the face, on the hand that's facing the campfire. That's very important because the whole idea of this sketch is the light. So remember, when you are facing the light, you can use pure pigment like the red or blue or whatever it is that you want to put. But away from it, you have to mute it with its complementary color, specifically the opposites. So if you look at the head scarf or covering the the, the guy who is seated a bit more further away, um, the red facing the light is a bit more of a pure pigment, but away from it, I mix it down to more of a neutral color, if you like. I use my opaque Copic white to gain back some of the lights that I've lost because I use ink. Actually, that's a mistake. I shouldn't really have used ink for the campfire. It didn't quite work out. The other thing that I fixed was to use my fountain pen ink, which is very, very dark. I decided I'll use it like a dye or color, watercolor effect. And I decided to go hard on it. It didn't quite work out when I was just using another watercolor pigment. It wasn't dark. I need something way darker, and the ink served that purpose. Generally, it's not a very good idea to mix ink and watercolor, but in this case, oh well, it's Inktober. I'm glad I managed to smash this one out. So this is we take out for this sketch. Bye for now.